Surviving Reality contains explicit content full of snark and sarcasm that may not be suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to Surviving Reality.
I'm Corey.
And I'm Carly. And this is Welcome to Plathville, Season 8, Episode 3, Fish or Cut Bait.
I don't know if you could tell who I'm supposed to be.
If you're only listening and you're not seeing us over on Patreon, you're going to be a little confused. We were inspired by Mariah's wig journey in the last episode, and so we have gone ahead and purchased our own wigs.
Yeah. I don't know. Is this Isaac? Is this Ethan? Is this
Micah?
It's
I feel
not
like
Micah.
it's them at
Is it
different
Micah?
phases of life.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Beatles bob.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's very shiny under the lights.
It did say it was a bowl cut. I'm a little disappointed. It should have been a little blonder.
Really? Blonder than this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leaning more towards platinum, like a little whiter.
Yeah.
You know?
But I did go with the standard issue outfit here.
The Ethan Plath
I
costume.
would say the only alteration that I have is I do have socks on. I feel like Ethan would have the dogs out. But
barefoot.
that's stuff we save for the Patreon, the foot content, I guess. That's you got to pay for that.
And
So.
I've got my Mariah wig that she passed up last week, the black one.
Which I think we've said the styling though, I think looks good. The color is a little stark though.
I mean,
It's a little harsh, but with the bangs and the curls,
the bangs start a little far back on the
it's
wig.
a little far back. Yeah,
Mhm.
on the wig.
Yeah.
I think that you would.
Do not tell me in the comments that I look good with bangs.
Oh boy,
Do not tell me. Do not encourage me.
I think Carly looks good with bangs.
The
I'm just
summer is coming. The
Don't do
worst
it.
thing you can do
Don't
is
do
give
it.
yourself bangs before it gets hot outside.
Don't do it. Don't do that.
That's a fall haircut.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll save it for a couple of months here and then see how it goes, I guess, or something.
I'm so happy. I'm so excited. There were so many Kim cackles in this episode.
There were a lot. I think the producers are intentionally trying to make her laugh. So that I wasn't ready for it, though. It scared me. Especially, because when I look over, you look like you're selling merch at a local music scene or something. And I'm like, it's kind of taking me back a little
Do I
bit.
look like an ex-girlfriend?
No. Mm-mm.
We have an ex-girlfriend in this episode. We saw
X's.
Kaylynn get...
Kaylynn.
You messed me up because we had a whole debate about how you spell her name, and now I'm questioning everything.
Kaylynn. Because it looks like it's spelled wrong.
A lot of Y's.
That's how you know it's right.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
So the episode starts with some of the Plaths heading to a bar and pretending to be a normal functioning family that can do things like that.
The ones who are still allowed to go to bars.
Right, not Kim.
Not
This
Kim.
is something you can't do with mom.
No. Kim's not allowed. Lydia doesn't want to because she's a married woman now, too. So she doesn't want anybody to get the wrong idea
I don't think she
her.
was ever the bar hopping type.
No, but I think she did go. Didn't she go to the bar with Ethan one time? Because she was like, there's no other way that I can see him. I need to meet him. I need to meet him where he's at.
I was thinking about when they filmed the Devil in the Suit and Tie music video,
That
and
too.
she ordered, what was it, chocolate milk shots?
She ordered milk. Yeah. At a bar, which is, that's dangerous. We've already established that.
Don't
Wouldn't
you feel
recommend.
like it's curdled?
Yeah,
It's just been sitting back there a while.
Yeah, like
I'm
what?
sure there's a mixed drink that
A
uses
mixed
milk.
drink with 2% reduced fat milk? I don't think so.
Oh, come on. Lydia's getting unpasteurized milk. Full fat.
Raw milk, most likely, just straight from the teat, perhaps.
So we have Barry, Ethan, Micah, and then Mariah meets up with them because she can't travel with anybody ever. She always has to be a little bit late.
Well, she's coming all the way from Montana, so it's a bit of a drive for her. Yeah.
But we're hitting up a place that I'm assuming they're ready to review on Yelp because they have pizza, but also booby brew.
So we know how they got Ethan here. I do prefer a booby brew.
He wanted to go somewhere that reminded him of Tegan.
Just if I could place my head between them. if you could just bring me 2 pints.
I really fear you're going to disturb people doing the voice with the wig and the t-shirt.
Is it getting too real?
I feel like you have a stray hair stuck in your beard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably.
there's a lot of wig hair.
Yeah. That's what's going on. Maybe it's among other. No, I don't know. It's mostly that, just wig hair.
They're here at this bar hanging out because they don't get to spend a lot of time with each other, mainly because they don't like one another.
They're filming, so this is a good opportunity for us to kind of bring it all together.
It's the only time they get together.
It's the only time about that. We're going to do this. Do not force me to interact with my family outside of that.
I feel like the way that they interact with each other is so weird. It's very strange. Like, Barry is trying his hardest to make conversation, but it's awkward. And then Micah is making jokes about Ethan because Ethan's not saying anything. And so he said, cheers to Ethan on saying his first word today. When they sat down.
So Micah's calling attention to it, and Mariah shoots a look at Ethan like, oh God, oh no. Micah said something about Ethan being quiet.
She was terrified.
She looked scared for her life in that moment. And so it just something unsettling about that. And the reaction that it warranted.
Well, and the way that Ethan is acting is so weird. I don't know why he's upset to be here. It seems like ever since they started filming, he's been here against his will.
Well, I don't know if they're forcing him to film or if he's just coming to everything that the cameras are showing up to. Because all last episode, he was in every single scene. Hate seeing it, don't want to see it.
They're trying to rehab his image. Don't you think?
Yeah, this is like PR recovery stuff.
This episode especially. Mm-hmm. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
But he's not doing a very good job in helping them make him look better because you just see him so unstable and psychotic sitting at the bar silently. I don't know. What is he? He's thinking about Tegan?
He's brooding.
He's trying to make everyone around him know that he's upset, which is something that really gets on my nerves personally.
Well, he just becomes like a black hole of emotions because he doesn't know how to process any of his feelings. So then he just has to sit with them all the time. And then you're surrounding yourself with a bunch of other people who don't know how to talk about negative emotions at all. Mm-hmm. And they have to ignore that. But then they also want to interact with you, kind of, mostly because there's cameras here. But like, that's what we're stuck between. Like, what's happening? What's actually going on here?
Do you feel like Ethan has really gone downhill ever since he and Olivia broke up, just because she helped him process his emotions to some extent?
Yeah, and I don't know if he was doing the same thing with Tegan, where he was making her do all of the emotional work for him as well. But it seems like that could very easily be a trend where that was why he feels so safe and comfortable with her, because he's able to just have all of these emotions that he dumps into her, and then she can deal with those, and I don't have to think about that stuff anymore. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to outsource this to my girlfriend.
Yeah. It's really disturbing to watch. Like, I feel like they should teach a class on him if you're studying to get your master's, in psychiatry, psychology, counseling.
Maybe Amber Johnston will get her master's.
Oh my God. Amber Johnston is getting her PhD. For what?
Just to rub it in. Just to shove it in everybody's face. She has no reason.
She has no other reason. That's why she did it.
She's gonna do it. Watch. You just watch.
So she can tell us all about what's wrong with Anna. Then they start talking a little bit about Mariah's life in Montana and how she moved there to get away from people, but then she realized that it's actually a really close-knit community, because when you live in a harsh environment with limited interaction with society, you really lean on the people who you do have access to.
She moved to Montana because she felt like she wanted to get away from people. And then she learned, no, humans are social animals and we need to band together to survive. So that is an unfortunate lesson that I've learned in this process here. Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of, what was that show that we were watching? Love Off the Grid?
Yes.
Where there was that one lady who was like,
bring that show back.
Hey, she had her girlfriend come out and it was like, we have to prepare the household for winter because we got to like put the mud on the outside of the walls and we got to do like all the prep that they had to do around the house. And it was like getting ready for this like winter in the desert in this desolate place. And it was just a countdown, like a running clock of when are you going to give up? What's it going to be? What's your breaking point? Because everybody I bring out here to experience this with me just leaves because they can't handle it. And I think that's mostly because they're terrible in relationships. And so it's like, well, let me live in this isolated place and then blame it on the area.
Mariah's future?
That's what I saw. That's what I saw in this. That was the glimpse that I got out of this.
I'm still convinced that she moved to Montana to go to some type of treatment facility.
I mean, I could see that. It seems like she's doing better. Like she
was cracking jokes at them about how she is trying to get away from people. I need people, but not you guys.
Not Kim laugh. No, Mariah doesn't have a Kim laugh. Mm-mm. It's a fake laugh because I think she's at like a different stage of depression where like Ethan is kind of in it and he's still sad and mopey about stuff.
I don't think Ethan's sad.
Oh.
I think Ethan's full of rage.
No, I don't think so. I think this is like emo Ethan. Or there might be some anger in there too. So like maybe it's just like emo Ethan. Mm-hmm. And like that's the difference of seeing those two different types of depression where Mariah's is just kind of like, let me put the blinders on and just, I'm not going to really focus in on any of the yucky energy that I'm feeling from any of this other stuff. I'm just going to forge ahead and just bulldoze over all this stuff. I think she's just trying to move past a lot of stuff, not work through it.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't think we've seen enough of her life in Montana to know what's going on.
We have no idea what's going on with Mariah Plath.
And it's strange. Like, I think that's purposely designed that way. Also, it's funny that they're really trying to push this Ethan redemption arc on us, but Mariah is naturally kind of having a little bit of a comeback this season. A lot of people are feeling like she looks like she's made progress. She looks healthier. She seems happier. She sounds better than she has in past seasons. We're not getting any of that from Ethan, and yet they're trying to convince us that he's a different person than Olivia told us he was.
Yeah, but like, not even who Olivia told us he was, who Olivia showed us he was through all the multiple audio recordings that were published on social media at different points in time. From Ethan's own mouth, we heard a lot of his opinions on things. So, yeah, it's going to be tough to walk that back, but that seems to be the basis of the show. We were kind of talking about that on Patreon and on Discord a little bit this week, where it was every season now, like they're at this point in the show where every season is just a PR repair their image from all of the different stories that have come up during the off season. Basically, it's just like damage repair, reputations that we're trying to fix up.
Except for Barry.
Well, I mean,
Barry hasn't really had too much come out about him yet.
That's because the Epstein files are still heavily redacted.
I'm really waiting for us to find out about the kill kit he's got in the back of his truck. The day is coming, Barry. The day is coming. But until then, he's kind of taking one for the team, and he's going on his dating journey this season.
Okay.
So he's going to suck up a little bit of that camera time that some of the kids are looking to get away from.
At least that's all he's sucking up. I mean, he's trying to suck up some cider out of a can, even though he keeps saying that he's going to order that, and then he never orders that. He doesn't get cider in a can. I never see him do that, but he keeps saying that he's going to order it. It looked like a glass of kombucha again. I think he can't quit that kombucha.
He can't. It's an addiction.
He's going to have to go to Montana soon, too. Well, for recovery, his kombucha addiction. No, he's trying to say that he's been thinking about maybe venturing up to Montana himself to find a lady.
Mariah's face was like, please don't do that. I moved across the country to get away from you. There's no way you're finding a woman in the same state as me now.
Get your own state. Like,
get a Florida woman.
I left for a reason, and yeah, I don't want to be that close. I need to form a community in Montana to survive. You guys can't be a part of that because I won't be able to function.
I think Barry's looking for a rich widow whose properties he can take. He's going to outlive her.
A rich widow, kind of, in some ways. I'm not saying, I'm saying that Kim's dead inside is what I'm. No,
he took half her property.
Man,
you know what people were saying, that Kim inherited that farm from her family?
Oh, so then he got half. Yeah, he married in on it.
I had the assumption the whole time that was something that they bought together and that they decided that's where they're going to raise their kids, but she inherited it. And then he fought her on keeping it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Sorry.
Yeah, he really wants it.
That's some shit.
A lot of good memories there. And he's trying to make some new memories up in Montana by wrecking Mariah's life and maybe finding love along the way. There's a lot less people up in Montana, but he feels like his chances are pretty good.
I think Barry is trying to get a road trip across the country.
Yeah, that'd be good
where
footage.
he can stop off and commit some of his crimes and then move on to the next town.
Like Ted Bundy in the 70s, right? Where, yeah, he just kept moving. And
he's going to get his Volkswagen Beetle and he's going to drive across the country.
Yeah, picking up unsuspecting people in snowy skiing towns near resorts and unsuspecting hapless victims.
Because he said he is open to women in a variety of locations.
Yeah, that's not really the type. As long as he can unleash his wrath on the woman as the victim, like that's what's doing it for him, I think.
Maybe we can hook him up with one of the brown women. Mary, Janelle. Which one? Which one is more Barry's type?
Barry's type. Based on, well, we talk about Barry's type a little bit later. Is it Janelle then, maybe? Earth Mama?
She could use his farming knowledge.
She needs, I think she could benefit. She stands to gain a lot from Barry at this point.
She doesn't really fit Rich Widow, though.
No, not Rich Widow. Definitely not. I think
Mary
she's always...
and her MLM empire.
Oh, that's a different story.
Might be more up his alley.
Different story, yeah.
And she's also open to a man in a variety of locations.
And the fitness aspect, he was very clear on that, even though I think that was just more a dig at Kim than anything else. But hey, he was throwing it out there.
We saw her hike all over that national park.
Yes.
In the finale.
Yes. She was...
And she already owns an Airbnb.
Yes, she's an entrepreneur. She's a very self-starter sort of reliance about herself there.
Match made in destiny.
Oh. And the kind of go-getterism that she has, I think it'll do well up in Montana too, I guess. Mary in Montana? What do we think?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think she can cut it in a place where she doesn't have a lot of interaction from people. Not enough hugs.
Not enough hugs. Not enough to sustain. Definitely not enough to thrive. Definitely not. That's right out.
So how is Barry going to end up finding somebody? Because he doesn't really have any friends that we've seen.
He doesn't have any charisma either. He doesn't have any social skills.
He's got no riz.
No riz, which is strange for a serial killer. Usually they're very charming.
Yeah, he's a little off-putting.
A little?
Maybe he commits his crimes unexpectedly.
He
doesn't lure you in.
He snaps, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't
allegedly
premeditate. Allegedly, he doesn't premeditate.
You never see it coming.
Or it's just he's more of a crime of opportunity. So it's just he just happens upon someone in a
jogger.
Precarious situation
in a national park.
Not that we're like calling out or setting that up anyway, but I mean, I'm saying like it could be something like that. It's just a matter of circumstance.
And his sons are not going to help him at all in this journey.
No. And Mariah was pretty clear. She was like, I don't want to be a wing woman either, because he's asking Ethan and Micah to be his wing men here, which
take Ethan out with you. That'll really help.
Yeah, that'll bring the mood down, I think. I don't think that's going to help you out as far as drawing people in.
Micah's the problem is if I go out with you, all the women will flock to me.
Right.
They won't even see you.
Yeah. That's not going to be good. Maybe if we mess my nose up some more, then I could be a wing man.
I got to tell you, his hair this season.
Ooh.
There's something going on with him.
It's a problem.
I think he has descended into a world of drugs after having left Veronica.
Why?
I think it was already ongoing. I think it's been ongoing for a while.
He was doing it socially, and then now it's become more of a habit.
There's no one to complain about it anymore, about the frequency.
But what about the woman who he's living in her home right now, maybe?
Who knows? We haven't met her.
We haven't met her.
We can't make a judgment. We don't know if she exists. It sounds like he's been watching a lot of Friends.
Is she just a landlady? Friends?
Yeah, because he was trying to give Barry a tip on how to pick women up.
Yeah,
the pickup line.
The pickup line, which is just Joey Tribbiani's. How you doing? But I think it's more in how you say it. And when Barry says it.
You got to emphasize the you.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't do it.
That's the one impersonation that you don't do.
What?
Can you not do Joey from Friends?
Joey from Friends? Oh, I think I did it in passing. But I wasn't going to do as a pickup line. That doesn't work does that work in the real world?
No. That's why I'm saying. I think that
dating.
Micah he's about 30 years behind and he's finally watching Friends.
Yeah. 'Cause then I don't think that's not the icebreaker that you're looking for. I don't think.
Surefire way to creep someone out though.
Yeah, it's unsettling.
Yeah.
And
although maybe someone in Barry's age bracket would understand the reference and think it's funny.
I don't think Barry understands the reference though. So then that's going to make things complicated.
You're going to have to be able to talk more about the show.
Yeah.
If you're going to reference it.
If that's going to be what's happening here, but I don't think that's what's happening. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like where this is going because it's basically Barry trying to get his sons to bring women in their age group into his dating pool.
Ding, ding, ding.
Is what it's feeling like.
I think Barry's looking for a much younger woman.
Yeah. And I don't like where that's going.
It's one or the other extremes. Rich widow with lots of property that he can inherit and steal out from under her, or young, unsuspecting girl.
Yeah, I think it's mostly going to be that. But most of the women who he finds who are young and attractive and hapless and unsuspecting, they end up as, one of his nameless, faceless victims.
Remember when he was hitting on Mariah's friend a couple seasons ago?
Yeah.
It was really weird.
Chubby bunny with her in the kitchen.
He's got creepy energy. There's something not right with him. People give him a big pass just because he's not as bad as Kim on camera.
That's not saying much for me. That's not enough to clear someone, I think, of all wrongdoing here. So Barry is definitely getting weird with it here. Don't like that. But that's not the only relationship woes that we have to discuss this episode.
Why are we having to pretend that we're invested in Isaac and Kaylyn's relationship?
Why are cameras following Kaylynn? She's not part of the family. She's not filming on her own. She's not a cast member.
There was a moment here where I thought, maybe I kind of like her. And then I remember that she's someone who is attracted to Isaac Plath. And I disliked her again.
That's enough reason. Yeah. To instantly switch back to go, But she's still reeling from the fact that she was dumped on Halloween on a spooky, scary corn maze of a date. Well, kind of a date. It was like a double date, Ethan and Mariah. And
she forced Isaac to come out after a long day of peanut picking on the farm.
Peanut picking. Yes. It was lots going on that day, but he still decided against his better judgment to go out and then made maybe a rash decision. Perhaps, because when we talked to him about it, we get his side of it. It was sounding like when he's picking his peanuts with his coworker Ralph and he's going over these different struggles that he's facing here, where he just wanted to go out and sow his wild oats. He was too young to settle down with Kaylynn.
Gross.
What?
Water the seed of curiosity. That's what that reminded me of.
Oh, no.
So Kaylynn is 2 years older than him, right? Because he's 20. It said she's 22.
Okay.
So he feels like that is a huge age gap and that she is ready to settle down instantly because she's aging out. She's 22 at this point, right? She's got to get married soon.
An old maid. Yeah, definitely.
And he was feeling the pressure crushing on him that this relationship was too serious and he was too young. So some guy at work, it sounds like, was also adding to that by putting some things in his head about the relationship being too much, too soon.
Don't take relationship advice from your peanut farmer coworkers. Do we need to make that abundantly clear?
Yeah.
I get the feeling. Maybe let's take a quick analysis of this coworker's life, a little snapshot, and then just assess.
Don't take advice from people whose life you wouldn't want to be living.
Is this someone who you would like to emulate their living circumstances as well? Maybe not. Maybe not the type of person that we want to,
Also, maybe that's when you have a conversation in a relationship, right?
Well,
where
if you're
starting to feel like there's pressure, but she was saying, I didn't bring up getting married. So I don't know why he had this whole narrative in his head about the fact that I was rushing down the altar.
Yeah.
To the altar?
To
the aisle to the altar.
I think you rushed down the aisle and then the altar is at the end of the aisle. Yeah. So she's going through this entire conversation here with her friend from work, who's also a nurse, and her name's Kim too, but it's not Kim Plath. So just so we're abundantly clear, she's talking to her friend Kim, who seems like she would be Kim Plath's friend, though, because she has a bar on the outside of her house. Like, it's just built in.
Yeah, I think this is her work mom.
Yeah, I think it is. It's Kaylynn's work mom, and she invited her over for a huge glass of wine.
There was a heavy pour.
A heavy pour, like half a bottle in the glass for each of them. They are splitting a bottle, one glass at a time.
The most Kim Plath thing about BFF Kim.
Heavy-handed pour. Definitely. Yeah, it was a Kim Plath pour.
I liked that friend Kim was very upfront about the fact that she wasn't sure if Isaac was really the right guy for Kaylynn.
You break the trust. You had this relationship, and now it's this turnaround that happens out of nowhere. It's tough to get back together with that person and then see a future and, commit.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be hard because you'd always be thinking, is it going well or is it not going well? Because she thought that there was nothing wrong in their relationship and then he just broke up with her.
And then what's weird too is Isaac then called Kaylynn's parents and apologized to them for breaking their daughter's heart, which is a bit of a stretch because Kaylynn seems like she's doing fine. She's got a bottle of wine in her glass.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I liked about her.
Okay. Yeah. Like she's not really distraught.
I'm not home crying. I'm not having an Ethan Plath meltdown about the fact that I don't have this person with me anymore.
A Mariah Plath meltdown. Yeah. Like any of these other people. Because then that's what Isaac realizes is where he's like, uh-oh, that means I'm single. And now I need to navigate life by myself. And I need to formulate my opinions on things. And
I can't just be donkey brains anymore like Trent Johnston.
I flipped that switch and it felt good. It felt good, if we're being honest.
I got to start thinking again.
So now that it's back on and it's like, oh no, I would have to find like another girlfriend. And like, I think what happened was, this happens to young gentlemen every once in a while. They get in a serious relationship and it's going well. It's going great. They are in a position where they feel very confident. They feel very secure. And this is what the established relationship benefits them in this. He has stable employment. He's going to work. He's, building a future basically with this person inadvertently. Then he overthinks it. Because he's looking around, he's like, oh, other ladies are interested in me. And so
maybe he had some DMs. He saw he had options.
Maybe. Or, he saw a couple too many ads for, finding local singles in Cairo or whatever.
Maybe where he was saw like, hey, Tegan's OnlyFans.
Maybe. So it's just those little things, the little temptations that creep in, where then maybe the grass is greener on the other side. I want to kind of get out there and have a wild streak and see how it goes. And he did that for one day and realized it's pretty fucking lonely out here. People are not interested in me.
He's got to go to Chick-fil-A alone.
He's just rubbing and tugging in the John Deere tractor all by himself now. And it is lonely. It's lonely.
It's hard to pass those 14-hour days.
It's tough, man. Yeah, now you just got Ralph out there with you, laughing and joking with you and hosing down the tractor at the end of the day.
I kind of think that we're seeing a pattern in Isaac's life where he tends to make spur of the moment bad decisions and then regret them very quickly afterwards.
You mean like punching Mike in the face? Or
maybe. It seems like that could be one of them.
Could have been, I guess. What would some other ones be? Introducing Kim to KK Ken.
Probably. That was a big mistake.
That's a big mistake right there. If we could take something back, put that at the top of the list, I think. Yeah, that's going to be right up there.
So he's got to wait this out now because she's not responding to his texts. He wants to have a conversation with her. He's trying to get back together. And she's figuring out if she even wants to do that.
Yeah. Oh, he's having the realization, too, where he's basically saying, I hate myself so much that I don't even want to wake up if I can't be with her. It's just, I've lost my
what
joy.
A scary statement that is.
Yeah. He's lost his will to live.
That should raise concern from the people around you.
Yeah, but it doesn't really. Not so much.
In the Plath family?
When you tell the producers and they're just like, oh, okay. Also, I'm just going to throw this out here. This seems staged.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
You don't think they broke up at all? You think this is all fake? Maybe that's why she's not really that affected by it. That's why she's not that
upset. I think that's why she's not that upset. And then he didn't have any other storyline to go with for this season. Mm-hmm. It was just going to be him picking peanuts.
I'm telling you, it's because they're trying to fill a lot of the screen time with that Ethan used to suck up in his relationships. And then we had Micah contributing a lot with his relationship with Veronica.
Right.
And if they're going to make any drama out of the relationships, I guess a fake breakup would be something they'd be comfortable with versus the actual issues going on in their relationship.
I assume every breakup on this show is fake. Right out the gate. That's
first Kim and Barry still.
Especially Kim and Barry. Still to this day. Yes.
Well, let's take a quick break. Break and
bake.
I want cookies.
Oh,
We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. We're back.
I don't know if is your wig, are you losing your wig? Is it going? Where's it going? There you go. Okay. Oh man, we almost had a wardrobe malfunction. It was looking a little Buffalo Bill for a second there. It was.
How did that even happen?
It puts the lotion on the skin or else it gets the hose again, which is what it was feeling like.
What I'm looking like. Oh my God, I'm crying because I'm laughing so hard.
That was dangerous. I got scared for a second, guys. Are you guys okay? Is everybody okay? All right. I think we're good. Good.
Oh my God. It's so scary to wear a wig.
I couldn't do it. Guys.
That's why you're supposed to glue them down.
Yeah. Or pin them. You pin them or clip them? Mine has a clip. I did not clip it. I clipped it earlier.
Be careful. Way too tight. You don't know what may happen.
I think I'm doing all right. I think mine fits pretty good.
Okay.
I think so.
Let's get back to the show.
Let's get to Ethan's redemption arc because this is the reason for the season.
Another thing that's not supposed to be unsettling to us. Ethan playing music while Live, Laugh, and Love all sing.
This is terrifying. This was scary.
Remember when they used to just play that B-roll and the audio of them laughing and singing in the field?
Yeah, just like moseying around, running around, frolicking.
So scary.
Yeah, it was a lot of things that if you put enough reverb on it, it sounds like it's part of a horror collection of something. Yeah, that's
to be
not
honest,
there.
like I don't really know what this scene contributed to the overall episode.
It's playing into Ethan's connection back to his family, connecting back to the farm, but then also realizing, oh, that chapter in my life has kind of concluded, and I need to be somewhere else. I need to be where the boobies are.
Yeah, so that's what we're getting to, right? We're building to Ethan trying to fix things with Tegan.
Right.
Because he's having this realization, like, Cairo has caused issues in his past relationships, right? Olivia didn't want to live there. He did. It was a constant argument. Now he's having this realization that the farm isn't the place that it used to be for him. And maybe he's got to head somewhere else.
That's the irony, right?
Maybe a state called Wisconsin.
Maybe. Perhaps the land of cheese curds.
And DUIs.
Well, I mean, something tells me this family, doesn't matter where they're going, the DUIs will follow. Yeah.
I'm so paranoid that my wig's going to slip off again.
You're good.
Okay.
I'll let you know if
because I did not feel it happening the first time.
I'll let you know if
Okay.
it's going again.
Thank
but yeah,
you.
yeah.
So they all tap their toes to Amazing Grace.
Yeah, when he first sat down with the guitar, I was like, what song are we about to hear? Amazing Grace was not the one I was expecting to play.
What did you think he was going to belt out there?
I don't know. It might have been, one of his Johnny Cash renditions of something, or my first guess was Old Town Road. And then I was like, oh no, Ethan's afraid of that song though, because it's a black person sings it. So.
Yeah, we did discover that in the last episode.
Yeah, that's not going to do it for Ethan. It's very alarming for him. So,
well, this is like the old days.
Yeah,
when they used to sit outside and
sing a spiritual,
play gospel music together.
Spiritual hymn. I'm usually expecting Live, Laugh, and Love to sing that song from "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" that they sing in the water. That it's like the weird religious experience, down to the river to pray. That sort of a cappella. You don't even need music. It's just
extra. Can we make a request for next season?
If they get the rights for that song and they put that in this show, I think we're gonna know they're fans of the pod. That's definitive proof here. So yeah, I guess we'll leave it to that. But that's usually the type of vibe that I'm expecting when they sing, which I mean, it pretty much delivered on that. It was a toe tapping good time, was it? Not really.
Not for me.
I didn't enjoy it. It's not my favorite. But Amber gets some screen time too, because she has to talk. She's the only younger sister who's allowed to talk, I think, on camera.
We never see Cassia or Mercy talking on camera. It's weird.
Because, aren't they the age that, Lydia was when this show started now?
Yeah.
And Lydia was, running the show.
Yeah.
So
Lydia was running the house.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, why? And I mean, we kind of saw that where Kim was making the younger girls make dinner while she's playing with kittens in the first episode. And it was like,
yeah,
it was
like,
dream
some
life.
Things haven't changed, huh?
What is it? Many hands lighten the load, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Kim's looking to do, is lighten her load as much as possible.
Lighten KK Ken's load.
Oh, I don't like the double entendre of that, though. That made me a little uncomfortable.
I'm having a situation
Still
here.
worried about this?
No, it is. It's pulling off.
It's sliding. Okay. Oh, now you're poking yourself in the eye, though.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay. We'll see how we do the rest of the episode.
Bring it here. One time. There we go.
Okay. Thank you.
Smooth you out. No, you're good. You're good now. I think you're just, you're having a sensory experience now.
I am.
That's probably what's happening.
A lot of people are concerned about Live, Laugh, and Love. And I think that they can hold their own against KK Ken.
You think that they would Home Alone him or something? Or?
Yeah. Maybe more than Home Alone.
Oh. What's more than Home Alone?
We might have a rendition of the Chicks song. Can't call them the Dixie Chicks anymore.
Right. Yeah. Earl. They might Earl him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're going to take care of him.
I could see that. Yeah.
If he starts some shit with them.
They all have Barry's lust for blood. So I think that's just inherent in all of the children, the Plath children.
Especially the youngest three.
Yeah, definitely the youngest three. So, we get to see some of that. Oh, if you're worried about your hair situation, are we worried about Kim's hair situation going on?
No.
I
was actually hoping that Lydia would shave it like Ethan did for Mariah.
See, when she came in and they tried to make it seem like there was just a couple of knots that Lydia found like later on in the conversation as they were going, I think that was when she first sat down. And then they just edited that in a little bit later because Lydia was like, oh dear God, like what's going on back here?
Why is it Lydia's responsibility to brush out Kim Plath's mats? Why are you bringing your matted hair to her?
And why is your hair in worse condition than Maisie's fur? Like if you went in and the groomer was like, yeah, we're going to have to shave her down because, like, it's all matted back here.
I was waiting for that to happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to shave this. I don't have an option.
I can't brush this out. I tried with the fine-tooth comb, and it's still not letting loose here.
I think the days are rough for Kim because she doesn't have Lydia to brush her hair for her anymore.
That's just a sign of the times.
That was another responsibility that she had on her plate living in the family home. On the
mother-daughter relationship recession indicator. Is that Kim's hair is severely matted. What, Live, Laugh, and Love can't do that? They're like, no, I'm not.
They won't.
I'm not doing that.
They have boundaries. Lydia didn't.
Do they? Oh, Lydia definitely didn't. But...
No, because Kim has to be the cool mom now. She can't ask them to brush her hair out. Otherwise, they'll like Barry again.
Oh, yeah, that's too much work for them.
Barry doesn't make them brush his hair.
He doesn't have any hair. That's a loophole, I guess, or something. Can the kittens brush the hair? Can we, if we're going to brush the kittens, are we brushing the kittens?
Tell Kim to stop being so lazy and brush her fucking hair.
Maybe, if you're not going to brush your hair, maybe your hair shouldn't be that long. Maybe we need to do some alterations here, change it up a little bit.
It's time for a shorter cut then.
Or, I guess what's the other thing? Just go with dreads. Yeah. If they're already mad at you, just kind of.
I'm sure KK Ken would love that.
To really spice things up. I think he would secretly love it, and that's the problem.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay.
Legally, our legal team says that I'm not allowed to say anything else on that.
Lydia's hoping that they can get to having an actual conversation about the issues that there've been in their relationship, and she wants to talk about kind of the root cause of the rift that occurred between her and her mom. Kim also has her complaints. Mainly that Lydia is a Barry supporter. So that kind of caused issues in their relationship once the divorce happened.
Right, but Kim's made up for that by now flattering Lydia by asking her, hey, can you cut my hair like you cut your hair about a year ago? And I'm going to...
Give me that haircut.
I'm going to, like that'll be mine now. And that'll be a bonding point for us, right? We'll be hair buddies. Hair sisters? What?
Kim is really strange. She doesn't know how to create a bond with her children.
No. So it's just asking Lydia for a favor here. Mm-hmm. And so like that's what this becomes, acts of service now. And as part of this conversation, what's then revealed is where Kim is basically talking about how she still has resentment in her heart for Lydia because there was all this judgment and negative energy around the divorce at that time.
You raised your children to believe that divorce was wrong and not an option. And then you not only got a divorce, I think the bigger part that Kim's not remembering is when she went on Mom's Springer and left Lydia to raise the three youngest girls. I'm going to assume she's a little bitter about that still.
I think that's a big part of this. Yeah. And Lydia doesn't really know how to bring that up, I guess, as part of this conversation.
Between that and then her having a boyfriend when she wasn't divorced yet.
That's another, big sticking point for Lydia, especially at that time.
And living with them, even though she pretended to live on that boat.
Pretending, wasn't actually. And so, yeah, that's like a sticking point for Lydia, who's hyper religious and ultra vigilant about this divorce in general. And then you're the one who's leaving, and now you're dating a new boyfriend. Like, that was just a double slap in the face for Lydia at that time. None of that consideration, none of that grace or understanding is extended to Lydia to understand where her position was. It's all just about Kim's feelings and how she felt really rejected, and they haven't had this closeness and this bond that they used to have, such this great relationship beforehand.
Because of Lydia.
Because of Lydia is what she's blaming it on. I would argue too, if you assess with Lydia, hey, how was your relationship with your mom before? She keeps saying we were really close. I don't think it was good, though. I think
those are two different things, right?
It was still very one-sided, and I think if Lydia thinks about that a little bit more and kind of comes to that realization of like, well, our entire relationship has been at my expense.
Mm-hmm. I also think that Lydia's kind of realizing, at least through the divorce, she realized that Kim had a lot of rules for thee and not for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that was difficult for her to process.
Yeah.
And accept.
So what's our conversation point in is where Kim is then talking about Lydia's marriage.
I was so worried when Lydia started sharing information with her.
Yes.
I was like, say as little as humanly possible.
Yeah.
She does not need to know about your relationship with Zach.
No, because she was saying stuff about like, oh yeah, I know you guys are dating. You've still only known each other for like barely a year, so you guys are still in the honeymoon phase. And then Lydia's kind of opening up about, yeah, there's been a few things that we've had to, talk through and work through, but Lydia has a really good grasp on what it takes as far as communication and the effort that goes into a relationship. And she's very astutely aware of all of that. And she is contributing in those ways.
Mm-hmm.
I think she still struggles with the communication part, because even when the producers are asking her, seems like you're having kind of an emotional reaction to some of this stuff. What's going on? Can you tell us what you're thinking, what you're feeling? And she kind of shuts down. Yeah, I don't know. Zach would be able to say it, but I don't know how to say what I'm feeling.
I think that she's hyper aware of the words that she uses and what she says about Kim on camera. Because it's only going to make the relationship worse.
Right. Well, and she's experienced that side of it too, where Kim has said some stuff on camera that has hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she is trying to be mindful of those types of things. And I don't know if it is an awareness of the concern where she is trying to handle this delicately, but then also I think Zach helps her with a lot of this emotional baggage that she's carrying around. Like, Zach seems astutely aware of that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of...
I also wonder if he's aware of what she is comfortable sharing on camera.
Oh, yeah.
And so when she's struggling to explain what she means, he kind of fills the silences.
Yeah, or I mean, it's just...
assumption. Or he's just usurping her again.
No, that's not it. I think it's like he has more emotional intelligence than Lydia does.
Than all of the Plaths.
Than everybody on this show.
Just from not growing up in their family, that already puts you ahead.
Yes, miles ahead, definitely. I was very nervous that I was like, please don't divulge too much information, though.
Telling her that the things that they really admired about each other at first have kind of faded.
Yeah.
So while Kim's trying to be like, well, you're still in the honeymoon phase, she's like, not really. I mean, we've moved beyond that, and we're having serious conversations so that we don't live in a la-la land thinking that we're just happy with each other and living through a honeymoon, and then in 10 years we talk about problems that we've been upset about since day one.
That we've been harboring.
That we've been writing in our diary, right, Mom?
No, we've moved on to light bondage already, Mom. So like we're good.
Things are good.
We're doing real good. Don't you worry.
Lydia's got one of these wigs at home as well.
Uh-oh. Maybe. Who knows?
I loved that Kim couldn't resist gossiping about Kaylynn and Isaac breaking up.
Had to bring it up. Had to bring it up.
After Lydia said at the family get-together that she does not want to be involved in gossip, that was something that Kim brought up.
That's not what Lydia said. Lydia said
she doesn't like gossip.
If I catch any of you talking shit about me and Zach, we're going to have problems.
Okay, so you think it's fair game if it's someone else's gossip.
Hey, I'm not going to spread it. So if you're going to tell me stuff and I hear about it.
I will say I thought it was a little rich when Lydia said she was all for the breakup because Isaac's only 20 and that's really young. He needs to take some time to figure out what he wants. And I'm like, well, you were 20.
Like 6 months? Or how much longer?
You were 20 when you got engaged, were you not?
She wants Isaac to sow his wild oats too. So
she's like, well, it's different. I'm a woman.
Yeah.
I have to get married before I reach, I don't know, the age of 24.
Maidenhood or whatever. No, I think that was that moment of realization for Lydia of seeing this as a good thing for Isaac. But meanwhile, cut to Isaac, who's talking and complaining about how this fucking sucks. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I knew it was a mistake as soon as I said it.
So I know next episode we're going to see Isaac and Kim have a conversation about the breakup.
Yeah.
Do you think she's a Kaylynn fan or not?
Oh, interesting. I don't think Kim has anything wrong with Kaylynn right now. So I think she is on board and she sees this as if I can convince Isaac to get back together with Kaylynn, then I will be the hero of their relationship the way that Barry is the hero of Lydia and Zach's relationship.
Oh, yes.
That's the move.
Mm-hmm.
That's the play, you guys.
That's it.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Also, I think that she feels like Kaylynn makes Isaac look good.
Yeah.
So that's important.
There's a benefit.
We're always thinking about how we're being perceived on this show.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess this is an interesting test, though, because it is. Kaylynn was even talking about how painful the breakup was just in the conversation because Isaac wouldn't actually say that he wanted to break up with her. So she had to like coax it out of him and tell him to tell her that you need to
just say what you have to say.
Say what you got to say, man. So I think that's kind of illuminating where maybe Kaylynn isn't a doormat. Maybe she will stand up and talk back and
be a problem.
Kind of, stand up for herself in certain circumstances where maybe that's threatening to Kim. Maybe she doesn't like that.
Yeah. Well, she hasn't seen that side of Kaylynn yet.
Right. So
that'll
I don't
air
know
now and she'll be seeing it.
Yeah. But like, I don't know if Isaac is even aware of that or if he divulged that information to Kim, because then she would see that as kind of like maybe that's not so good. But if she's already going to go on board with, hey, I got to champion this and bring the kiddos back together and now kith about it type of thing, if that's going to be the approach, maybe you didn't have all the information before you made that assessment.
Then Kim tries to clear the air between her and Lydia by bringing up the divorce. And Lydia tells her it was like talking to a brick wall.
Yeah, well, because Kim started off with like the blaming, where it was really rough to talk to you. It was rough for me to talk to you, my daughter, who was judging me so harshly during my divorce. And Lydia's like, yeah, it was pretty tough for me to talk to you because it was kind of like talking to a brick wall. So then it was like, I don't think
Kim was shocked by that.
I don't think that's how Kim expected this conversation to go, but she's used to the conversations with Lydia from pre-divorce Kim Plath. And now you have like a more emotionally mature and developed Lydia who's in her marriage with Zach and
she was taken aback.
She's saying some stuff that like, hey, this is what it felt like. And Kim's like, I might be out of my league here in terms of emotional intelligence.
And then Kim takes out her tiny violin and starts to complain about how it would have just been so much easier if Barry had left, but she felt like she was stuck and she had to be the one to do it. And now everybody's mad at her, even though it was really all Barry's fault.
Lydia didn't like that. she didn't say anything in response, but she was just like,
bad take.
Yeah, not your best spin on this, Kim.
Because again, it wasn't just that Kim left. It was everything she did when she left.
In addition to, you are sliding.
And that's what she won't acknowledge.
Oh, I don't know. It's kind of up there.
Like too far?
No. And that, yeah.
It is. Okay. It's sliding.
It is sliding. It's sliding.
We're going to have to finish. I'm going to have to.
You're going to hold it like that?
Hold it the rest of the episode.
Lydia's trying to take the positive, right? She's like, well, that's a horrible assessment of this situation. So how can we look at this in any other lens or filter? Well, I guess it was something that we can all grow from. Maybe not all of us, but like...
Some of us have already done the growth.
Yeah.
A couple of us still have to catch up.
Yeah, I would love for you to take this as an opportunity to grow yourself as well. Hopefully. But that's the problem, is Lydia still has faith and hope in Kim, and you need to burn that down.
Abandon all of that. Yeah. She's just going to disappoint you.
No. This woman is incapable of providing you with the level of parenthood that you are seeking. Like, that's not going to happen at all. But Lydia's trying to explain the reasoning of, like, there is growth here on the side, and I don't want you to feel that judgment or the condemnation. It was this strange reversal that happened here.
A role reversal,
reversal, parent-child role flip.
I hated that Lydia felt like she needed to tell Kim that she accepted KK
Yeah, that's what it came down to, was where she...
Because I don't think that was the plan for the conversation.
I don't think so either. But then Lydia was talking about how, like, oh, I'm sorry that, like, you felt like that judgment from me, and I can see now, we're in a better place. We've moved on, and it's good for the most part, even though, you guys have been on again, off again, I guess, a little bit to an extent, but seems like it's pretty okay for the most part or something.
It's okay for you. So if you're enjoying that, I'm good.
I love that for you, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
I think it was kind of unfortunate. Like, Lydia, let's not accept somebody like KK Ken.
Yeah. And then, like, Kim immediately bursts into tears and is grabbing at Lydia because she wasn't expecting to have that level of acceptance, was not expecting that sort of conversation to come up at all, even though you primed and steered everything towards it, because Lydia's immediate reaction to hearing you in emotional distress is, how do I fix this?
It means so much to have unconditional love.
Yeah, it would be nice if Lydia got to experience unconditional love from Kim, but that's not the case.
Have we seen her extend that to any of her children?
No.
No.
But that's something that she expects from all of her children to her.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the frustrating element here on the parentification side of things, where she's forcing all of her children to bend to her will.
Also, there was no reciprocation of that, where she was like, I'm so sorry that I made you feel like I didn't accept Zach. I'm so sorry about the fact that you feel like your wedding was ruined to some extent by my behavior and your siblings. Nothing.
No.
Just thank you for giving me what I wanted out of this conversation.
Yeah. And that was really good. And I really appreciated it. And it makes me feel really nice. Okay. Can we try to extend that same benefit to Lydia?
No.
Absolutely not. That's not what's going to happen. So Lydia's going to butcher your hair. That's what's going to happen.
I think there was some divine intervention here.
I think Lydia was like, all right, yeah, let's give this a shot then. Boink. She grabbed the biggest, like...
She's holding the hair straight up in the air.
Oh, man. Well, she
was
did
doing
like
a lot of brushing.
She was doing a lot of brushing. Well, there was a lot of mats. Yeah, it was very matted. She was doing a lot of work.
She should have charged her double.
I would have. Yeah. But like...
she's doing this
for free. She did like the ponytail in the front, and then she was like cutting it in layers, different layers, but just like cutting straight across too.
When Kim showed up at the bar later, her hair looked better.
Okay.
I don't know if she went and got it touched up somewhere, but what we saw at the very end of this scene did not look good.
Lydia was shocked at what was happening here too. I think her subconscious took over and was like, do it. It was the Palpatine do it meme where it was like, just, take out any sort of aggression on this. Like, do this now. This is your opportunity. And that was when she was realizing, I don't know, maybe I should have flipped it it should have layered the other way, because it's looking a mess. Maybe I'll just go and just do some vertical cuts on it. That'll lay
that
it right.
Should fix it, right?
That should clean that up pretty good, I think. I think your hair is a little bit more different than mine. Maybe it's just, it doesn't lay the same way.
I think that Lydia just never saw what her haircut looked like in the back.
Yeah, that could very well be it. Although I think Zach would have told her if it didn't look good. He would have been like, you got to touch this up. Or Zach cleaned it up. And Zach is the one who actually like saved Lydia's hair.
Cleaned it while Lydia,
he cut her hair while
she was sleeping. He was walking around the house for weeks, just
one
snipping.
snip at a time. Yep. That's all it took. That's what was going on here. So Zach wasn't around to rescue Kim's cut here because that was a rough go. That was definitely a rough go. And Kim goes and looks in the mirror and she's like, oh, I like it. It's good.
She can't not like it.
She must be buzzed.
Probably.
Feeling good. She's flying.
She also knows after that conversation, getting Lydia to accept KK Ken, she can't complain about the haircut.
Oh, I don't even care. Yeah, like I don't care what it looks like or what it took to get me here. I'll just go do a touch-up at a salon. I won't tell her about it, and then it'll be fine, right? It'll all work out in the end, and I already got what I needed out of this conversation, so that's it for me. Thanks so much. Well, that's not all we've got for the episode. We've also got Barry and Zach wingman recruitment at Giorgio's, of course, but that'll be right after the break.
Is this one of the only filming locations they have this season? Because we're 3 episodes in and we're back here for the second time.
Episodes?
I'm struggling.
Yeah, the sprinklers are
the
on,
sprinklers are going off. My wig's falling off.
It's a big really, you're all out of sorts.
I'm trying to hold it together.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Giorgio's, we're learning a lot about Giorgio's this season, I guess. Because was this the owner? Or like
I think he works there, Taylor. Okay. Oh, no, it says you wrote the owner.
I wrote the owner, but I don't know if that was the owner. I'm assuming that was like...
Could be fake information.
He owns the...
Misinformation.
Because they said that everybody has worked for this guy. So like, if he's not the owner, operator, then he's like a store manager. Yeah, like he's the restaurateur of this establishment here. But this is Taylor. We meet Taylor, friend of the family. Zach says that he knows the Plath clan, but I think we got to be careful with that word, Zach.
Yeah, why are we using that?
We've got KK Ken on board. We don't need to be talking about
They're
clans.
Trying to rehab their image this season.
It's the Plath clan with a C, not with a K. All right?
Sure.
We're just trying to illustrate that.
Also, is this the only queer person that they know in Cairo? Are they even in Cairo or is this Tallahassee?
This is Tallahassee.
Oh, yes, because Kim is commuting to go to work.
Yes, and Zach and Lydia live in Tallahassee because that was where their apartment was that the butchering was happening in the last scene. So we meet Taylor. He gets paraded out here by the Plaths because he's gay and we're friends with him. We've all worked with him.
We want you all to know that.
Take a look.
We have a gay friend.
Gay friend on display.
And he has nice, positive things to say about all of us.
We're here. Is it June? Is it summer? Is it Pride Month? Maybe we're going to be, right in there with putting this out there. We're touting it because we're such compassionate and caring people.
We're allies.
We are. And we don't make him feel judged, even though what he does is an abomination in our eyes.
I noticed Ethan wasn't in this scene.
Ethan was nowhere to be found. And that made me think, too, maybe the scene with Barry earlier at the bar when he met up with Micah and Mariah and Ethan and Barry at the bar, maybe that was after this and Ethan found out about that and he got all weird. Maybe that could have been.
You have a whole theory there.
I had a whole theory. related to anytime Ethan's wildly uncomfortable, it's because he's around people that he despises. And so that's becoming abundantly clear. And even though they're trying to roll this out as the redemption arc for everybody in the family, that's not actually the case.
So Barry is recruiting his two best gays to help him with dating. He's got Taylor and he's got Zach.
It's queer eye for the Barry guy is what's happening now. And this is where we learn about Barry's ideal woman, who he goes down the list. She needs to like to go to the beach, likes to go to the mountains. She's very solid in her faith, and she's active and fit.
You made that sound a little bit more appealing than the way that he talked about it.
No, that was like verbatim what he was talking about.
I know, but he says things in
that's
a
how Barry says
weird,
it.
creepy way.
I can't do Barry voice.
In her faith. I can't do it either.
Yeah. Well, he wants to know where her soul's going. I think that's the big appeal for him. So then that way he knows that's what's going on. That has
Zach's
to be
like, how did I get stuck here?
Zach's like, don't you have like biological children who could be doing this for you?
Friends. Do you have any friends who are around your age who can help you date?
I don't think so. Zach is in over his head trying to get Barry's pencil wet. But that is what he's been tasked with. And he's like, I'll try my best.
Because Barry's like, I want to find a woman like Lydia.
Oh.
And you did so well with that.
Maybe you could teach me.
Could you recreate that for me?
Specifically in Lydia's age range, though, too. Also, that would be ideal.
Maybe a friend from youth group.
Again, so I think he went to Ethan and Micah, and they weren't interested. But also, he wants to go a little bit younger. So he's like, Zach, you got any friends I could date?
Anywhere between the ages of 19 and 22.
I'm looking for, like, youth group energy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for.
He'll go as low as 18. Nothing over 22, though.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's got Leonardo DiCaprio rules in effect here for the remainder of the season.
Too old for Barry Plath.
We got to be careful. Okay. This is where Taylor has a little slip up because then he kind of loses the plot for a second where he's like, we're going to be able to find Barry a great guy or gal, like a lady friend.
I wish they panned over to the Plaths just to see their reactions to that.
Well, that was in an ISO. So the producer was like,
I know, but sometimes they're hanging around.
Maybe. Well, I like how the producer was like, can we maybe take that again? Let's try it. Let's run that back. And but
why? Because we wouldn't want anyone to think that maybe Barry's queer.
Yeah. Well, and then also just because it's interesting that they kept the outtake because the producer was like, oh, maybe like try that again. Take that again. But now it's being dropped in there because it's a funny, silly, joking thing of, is this Barry's way of self-deprecating humor to minimize all the ways that people have ripped on Zach? That the brothers were not letting go of? And like, this is a way for Barry to be the butt of that joke?
I'm thinking that it's like, oh, look, it's funny to imply that maybe I'm gay because I'm not, and I'm not upset about it because I don't have any problem with LGBTQ people.
Right. So also not a joke and not funny of like saying that that's the basis of somebody's sexuality, which is what we ran into with Ethan and Micah constantly questioning and harassing Zach all last season. And so is this a way to undercut that or like take a different approach?
I don't know. Here's the end of the conversation. When you ask somebody if they're gay and they say no, that's the end of it.
And then you go,
that was the problem. It continued where they didn't believe him.
Unrelenting. Yes, that was the issue here. Taylor's assessment also for Barry's type, because if you're asking what Barry's type is, and Taylor has
he's looking for
a different approach here. Taylor's saying that I think Barry's at the stage in life where his type is just anyone with a pulse.
No.
Where Carly has a different theory on that.
Quite the opposite. He prefers no pulse.
quite the opposite, actually, in fact.
Cold and gone.
Oh, no. But he also needs to know where their soul is going. They need to be solid in their faith.
He saves them before.
So he saves them. So that way, when he feels their life slipping out between his fingers, that's when he knows they're going to a better place.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
them
when
back to their maker.
He can finally have a release. That's what he's going for.
So dark.
Is that what's going on? Maybe. Potentially. Allegedly.
They've got a plan for places they're going to meet some ladies for Barry. They're going to go axe throwing, and then they're going to go to a sauna/cold plunge place.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like places to meet ladies. This doesn't sound like places to interact with people.
Well,
either.
No, I think that getting Barry out of the house is the first step.
Okay, yeah, you got to start somewhere. You can't just go 0 to 100 with Barry Plath.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah, you got to get him out in broad daylight.
Ease him into social interaction.
Right. You have to have him communicate with people, talk, not creep them out, not terrify them, not have the villagers run and flee in terror of seeing him. Something like that. Like, how do we ease into that?
Just go to church, Barry. That's where you met the first one. That's where you're going to find the second one.
Yeah, I think is Barry looking for a project this time around? Because Kim wasn't enough of a project last time.
No, I think he's done with projects.
No, you don't think so? Maybe his first wife. He'll circle back. Maybe.
Oh yeah, Kim was second. So this is the third one.
Third time's a charm.
I guess we don't know where he found the first wife.
Maybe.
Church. That's my assumption.
I would assume. There's not a lot of other options for social interaction for Barry Plath. Not a lot of that. So then this is where Kim and Lydia roll in. And Kim's here to show off her new haircut, obviously.
Why else would she be here? Is her shift starting soon?
Maybe. Well, and then also I think it was just Lydia and Kim were filming in Lydia's apartment, and then now they have to meet up over here.
Kim's got to drop Lydia back off because Zach's her ride, probably.
Maybe.
Although she was at home.
Zach is definitely Lydia's ride. Yeah. That is true. That is true. That's a fact. Not allegedly.
She just had to come here to find out what was going on in Barry's life.
That's what it is. And that's what Zach clocks too. He's like, this is boy talk. I don't think Kim, Barry's ex-wife, needs to be privy on any of this.
I felt like he was gendering the conversation in a way that was a little unnecessary about the women shouldn't really be involved in it. But I agreed. Kim, your ex-wife, doesn't need to know the details of your dating life.
Well, I think he didn't know how else to lay down that boundary in a quick way. He's like, this is boy talk. We're doing boy things. And we're scheduling boys' night out. Boys' night out. But like, we don't want to rush into that. And then this is where Kim then chimes in with the gay jokes about maybe Barry's gay, because how did we talk about Barry's dating life and then end up planning a boys' night out? That sounds kind of gay.
Again, let them just talk, because they make themselves look worse.
Right.
They cannot pretend to be a person that they are not.
Mm-mm.
This scene started off with them trying to convince us how great the Plaths are, how accepting they are of queer people. And then we have Kim making a joke about Barry being gay.
There's all the
because
judgment.
He's going to have a boys' night.
It's judgment. It's speculation. Zach's not here for it. Also, while we're at it, Zach starts pondering on some of his latest interactions with Kim. And he's like, it's strange. The only time she reaches out to us is when she needs a favor. And that's the only thing that we're getting from her.
Like Lydia cutting her hair.
Like Lydia cutting her hair.
She needed a haircut.
She only calls when she needs help with something.
Or she needs to film.
Oh, so
pretend they're a happy family.
That seems to be, Zach is clocking.
Gonna be in trouble in this family because he is wading through the bullshit way too quickly.
He's clocking everyone immediately, and he knows what's going on. He knows what's up. He knows the play. So they're not going to like that. That's why they don't like him. But then they can't say that because they're still trying to hang on to Lydia for as long as possible here.
Kim gives her blessing to Barry. It's been 5 years. You want to date? I think you should get out there.
The divorce is final, which we know Kim didn't wait for that. So Why was Barry waiting for a finalized divorce? I don't know.
I think that was a backhanded thing to say to him.
Yeah, that the divorce is final.
Yeah, because she knew that was a big issue with Lydia. So it's like, oh, of course, Barry, you played that perfectly, didn't you? That you held off on dating until we're divorced. So
yeah, I can keep it in my pants that long.
I guess you can get out there now and Lydia will respect you for it.
Well, that was what the producers were joking about because they were saying, well, yeah, that's been a few years. That's a long time to go without a date was what Kim was saying. And the producers are like, it's a long time to go without a couple of things, huh, Kim?
What do you mean? And then we get the big cackle.
The big cackle.
When she tells them another woman can have Barry.
Yeah.
Please. I do not want him back.
Take my husband, please.
I'm good with that.
So that's where we leave off, where Lydia's soul is leaving her body through just sheer cringe factor of where she's like, I question my reality on a daily basis now. If this is what God has in store for my life, I don't want to see what the future beholds. Like, I'm definitely worried about this. And
it's
Kim's
weird.
Just all on board. Go for it, Barry. Go for it, dude. You're bound to get caught one way or the other.
Next week, we see that Ethan continues to miss Tegan, a storyline that we are all just on the edges of our seat for.
Well, we know she makes an appearance. She's coming back.
They're really dragging it out.
Yeah. Because usually, don't they have like a mid-season preview at some point too?
Yeah.
So they'll do like another drop of the back half of the season with the episodes that we can expect to see and what's in store for us, I guess, at that point.
And then Barry and KK Ken talk about Barry getting out there and dating.
Yeah, I didn't like this. I don't like any screen time with KK Ken.
No.
Honestly. He just needs to be bumped on a log in the background, kind of like Ethan.
He's going to be like, what ethnicities are you looking to date, Barry?
Have you ever tried dating a big booty Brazilian? Have you tried that?
I don't think that KK Ken is open to dating outside his race.
No, not dating. But I think those are a lot of the websites that he visits. Yeah, is what I'm going to allege.
And then Isaac and Kim have their little talk about his breakup with Kaylynn. And he admits he messed up. Big mistake.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that it could be Kim's path to here's how I get a kid relationship on my side here. Oh, not like that. Not in a Barry Plath way. No, like Isaac and Kaylynn, I'm going to fix their relationship and then I'll be the hero.
Barry's got one couple in his camp.
Yes.
I need to win another.
Yeah.
Then we'll be even.
And then we'll have to see what happens with the rest of these
settles
kids.
The score from then on out.
She's going to try and take the lead.
If you're looking for more from us, we have 7 Little Johnstons also dropping here on Surviving Reality. It is a show that will fill a void for you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
If you're looking for more drama, more terrible TLC mothers,
more
families,
wedding planning.
More wedding planning. It's delivering on that this season.
If you need all of that, then yes, look no further. And then over on our podcast, Surviving Sister Wives, we're wrapping up the Catfish Saga investigation. I don't know if are we doing chapters 8, 9, and 10? Maybe 8 and 9.
We're getting close to the end.
Getting close to the end here, but this is Almost Married, the book club that's happening. There's a lot happening right over here too, as far as on the back of Carly's head. I'm
not sure what's happening to this wig.
Keep it in the front.
If you want to see our podcasts, they are on Patreon exclusively. We have full video episodes there. And we had a bonus episode that came out this week all about Emma Johnston's online business called Emma's Rings and Things.
Big Con does big markups? No, Little Con does big markups. Yeah, that's it. That was it.
You can find that over on Patreon. You can now buy the deep dives if you just want that episode. So that's an option as well.
Yeah, check them out.
We got to go before this wig just catapults off my head.
I think the sprinkler's going to bust through the window here in a second as well.
Thanks for listening. See you next time.